company. You can call me Miss Sarah. How can I assist you today?
Hi Miss Sarah. So my name is Aini. You can call me Aini. I've been thinking about getting fire insurance for my home, but I'm not sure what it's covered and if I need it.
Great question. Fire insurance is an essential safety net. It covers damage from fire, lightning, and explosion, and also help with living expenses if your home becomes unlivable.
Does it cover furniture or appliance?
Yes, absolutely, including structural damage, personal belonging like furniture and appliance, and also business equipment.
Hey, oh hi. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I overheard about your conversation. I had a fire last year at my company business, but my fire insurance said no.
Oh really? So what happened?
An electrical fault caused a fire, so my policy covered repairs, stock replacement, and also income loss while my shop was closed.
Was there a situation where the insurance didn't help?
Yes, damages from negligence or even wear and tear are not covered. Miss Sarah can explain.
Alright, here's the quick summary. This insurance covers fire damage, lightning strike, explosion, and third-party liability, but there are also exclusions like intentional damage, worries, electrical fault without fire, and under-insurance.
Oh, I understand. So, is it expensive?
Not at all. Premiums are affordable and customizable. The peace of mind is priceless.
Trust me, I know. It's worth every penny.
Okay, thank you for the information, Miss Sarah and Miss Ma also.
So, I think I'm ready for sign up now.
That's great. Let me get your information.
Contact us at www.zurich.com.my to learn more about fire insurance. Be prepared and stay protected.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Aini Nabila binti Muhammad Kamsari. Today, me and my team members want present about insurance policy, which is we choose fire insurance policy. A fire insurance policy is designed to provide financially protection for property owners in the event of loss or damage due to fire. This type of policy typically covers damage to the insured property, along with any additional living expenses that may arise if the property becomes uninhabitable due to the fire. Additionally, it often includes coverage for damage to neighboring structures and personal property that may also be affected by the fire. So, this fire insurance policy the scope of coverage is fire. This covers damage resulting directly from fire, including any consequential losses from explosion that arise as a result of the fire itself. And then lightning covers damage caused by lightning strikes, including damage to the property or its contents. Last but not least, explosion provides coverage for damage caused by explosions of any kind, including those originating from household, appliance, gas liners, and boiler explosion. By offering protection against these perils, fire insurance helps mitigate the financial consequences of property loss.
Hi, my name is Siti Nur Fatihah. There are 5 benefits of fire insurance policy. First, compensation for damaged property. Second, coverage for additional perils like explosion and lightning strike. Third, protection for businesses. Fourth, third-party liability. If the fire spread to the neighboring property, insurance can also cover the damage. 5. Affordable premiums. Fire insurance is customizable, so you can choose a plan with specific benefit. 6. Replacement or rebuilding costs. And 7. Peace of mind. Knowing your property is financially protected help reduce stress and anxiety. These insurance do not cover all situations, so there are common exclusions, which is first, intentional act, second, war and nuclear risk, third, electrical fault without fire, 4. Normal wear and tear, for example, damage due to aging and rust are excluded, 5. Negligence by the insured, 6. Uninsurable item, certain items are excluded unless specifically added to the policy, 7. Underinsurance, and 8. Loss of profit without coverage.
Hi, my name is Nur Isma Farzana binti Mazamri, and I will explain the reasons why people need to consider buying this fire insurance policy. The first one is asset protection. This is because fire insurance covers the cost of repairing or rebuilding property and replacing belongings damaged or destroyed by fire. This includes structural damage and contents like furniture, appliances, and inventory for businesses. The second one is financial stability. Without fire insurance, individuals or businesses must bear the full cost of recovery, which can lead to significant financial strain or even bankruptcy. Insurance ensures a safety net to rebuild and recover without depleting savings. The other reason why people need to consider buying this policy is because of loss of income. For business owners, fire insurance can cover income loss due to business interruption while repairs are being made, ensuring operations can resume smoothly. Next is additional living expenses. Policies often cover temporary accommodation costs if the property becomes uninhabitable due to the fire damage, helping maintain normalcy during difficult time. And the last one is risk management. Knowing their property is insured motivates owners to adopt fire prevention measures such as installing alarms or using fire-resistant materials. That's all from me. Thank you.
If you hear the evacuation signal, listen for instructions and follow the nearest safe exit route. Do not use elevators. If there is a fire, initiate the fire alarm or dial 911. If it's within your ability, use the firefighting equipment. If smoke is encountered, remain low and close all doors. Go to the nearest, safe emergency assembly area. Stay there until you receive the all clear. If you're ever in any doubt or require further safety information, see your supervisor.
In the event of a fire, it's important to know the proper procedures to follow, because fire is fast. Blazing fast. In less than 30 seconds, a small flame can grow into a major fire. And guess what? That's not the time to start learning where the exit is. So crank your AC to high, because things are going to get hot as we learn how to identify different classes of fire, how to recognize hazardous conditions, and the appropriate actions to take before such conditions result in a fire emergency, and what to do in the event of an actual fire. We'll also examine several examples of fire and life safety hazards in the workplace. This may seem like a lot, but we'll do our best to keep you engaged throughout this entire module. We are dedicated to your ongoing safety. In addition to this training module, we conduct life safety audits, fire incident investigations, fire exit drills, fire safety inspections, hands-on fire extinguisher training, and other survival skills strategies. How does a fire start anyway? For a fire to occur, 3 elements are necessary. First, a fuel source. Fire needs something to burn, such as a solid, liquid, or gas. Second, an adequate oxygen supply. There needs to be a sufficient supply of oxygen to keep a fire burning. And third, heat or an ignition source, something to start the fire. When all 3 elements are present, they cause a chain reaction, which results in combustion, or otherwise known as fire. These can be remembered as the fire triangle. Not all fires are the same. In fact, there are 5 classes of fire, and each requires a specific extinguisher. Before using an extinguisher, be sure to take note of the classification on the label. Using the wrong type of extinguisher can be life-threatening. Portable fire extinguishers are extremely handy, but they should only be used against fires at their initial stages. Once the fire starts to grow, it's best to evacuate the building. Extinguishers should never be viewed as substitutes, but rather as complements to automatic fire detection and suppression systems, such as fire alarm systems, smoke and heat detectors, and fire sprinklers. Okay, so let's check out each class of fire and which extinguisher to use. A Class A fire consists of ordinary combustibles. A Class A fire extinguisher contains water to remove the heat from the fire by cooling it. A Class B fire occurs when flammable or combustible liquids ignite. A Class B fire extinguisher contains dry chemicals to smother the fire. A Class C fire involves energized electrical equipment. A Class C fire extinguisher contains an agent that is non-conductive, such as carbon dioxide. A Class D fire occurs when the fuel is a combustible metal. A Class D fire extinguisher contains dry powder to smother the fire. A Class K fire occurs when cooking oils and fats ignite, usually in commercial cooking areas such as restaurants and cafeterias. A Class K fire extinguisher contains a dry and/or wet chemical mixture, which forms a soapy foam to suppress the fire. Be safe and be smart by preventing fires before they start. Don't let a fire catch you by surprise. Plan ahead. Thoroughly familiarize yourself with your work area, so if you are ever faced with a fire emergency, you know what to do and where to go. 1. Take note of exit locations and know at least 2 ways out. 2. Learn the locations of your fire extinguishers should you decide to fight the fire. 3. Locate fire alarm pull stations. These are critical for alerting the other occupants in the building. And 4. Know your department's plan for where to meet following an evacuation. Do not re-enter the building until authorized to do so by emergency responders. Don't be caught unprepared. Know what to do in the event of a fire. It is important to know how to react. Knowing what to do can mean the difference between life and death. 1. If the fire alarm is activated, evacuate the building immediately. 2. Never assume it's a drill. If you ignore a fire alarm, you could end up trapped inside a burning building. 3. Never use the elevator to get out of a burning building. Always use the stairs. You could become trapped inside an elevator, as many elevators stop working once the fire alarm is activated. 4. Know and follow your department's emergency action plan. Your plan may include assigning certain employees specific responsibilities, such as ensuring that everyone evacuates the building and assisting disabled individuals to areas of refuge. 5. All employees should know their escape routes and where to meet following a fire emergency. 6. And most importantly, stay calm. Here's a hot tip to remind you of what to do in the event of a fire emergency. RACE. RACE stands for Rescue, by assisting individuals with disabilities and others if it is safe to do so. Alert others around you by informing them there is a fire. Activate the nearest fire alarm and call 911 from a safe location. Confine, by closing doors behind you to inhibit the fire from spreading. Evacuate, by leaving the building immediately via the nearest exit when instructed. Do not use elevators. Do not re-enter the building until authorized by emergency responders. If you decide to use a fire extinguisher, remember, pass. Pull the safety pin from the handle. Aim at the base of the fire. Squeeze the trigger handle while holding the extinguisher upright. And sweep the extinguisher from side to side at the base of the fire. It is important to remember that fire extinguishers have a limited range and limited amount of extinguishing agent. They should not be used in any of the following situations. When you have not been properly trained, misuse can be harmful to the situation and yourself. Or when the fire spreads beyond its immediate area, it could block your escape route. To recap, RACE stands for Rescue, Alert, Confine, and Evacuate. And PASS stands for Pull, Aim, Squeeze, and Sweep. When exiting a building, you may find your exit door equipped with a delayed egress locking system. This locking system prevents an exit door from opening immediately when egress is attempted in a non-emergency situation. In the event of a fire emergency, however, the locking system will automatically release upon activation of the building fire alarm, automatic sprinkler system, or loss of power. Now let's take a look at some examples of fire and life safety hazards in the workplace. Damaged electrical switch. Damaged electrical cords and outlets. Excessive piles of paper. Manual pull station blocked by plant. Exit access blocked by equipment. Used fire extinguisher on floor. Keep an eye out in your workplace. These hazards are more common than you may think. Now let's consider a few scenarios. Scenario 1. What should you do if you are caught in smoke? Should you find yourself in this predicament, stay close to the floor and crawl to the nearest exit. Cleaner, cooler air will be near the floor. Scenario 2. What should you do if you get to a door that feels hot? If you come to a door that feels hot, do not open it. That door could be the only thing between you and the fire. Proceed to a secondary escape route. Scenario 3. What should you do if you are trapped in a room? If you find yourself trapped, keep the doors closed and seal any cracks or vents with wet cloth material to prevent smoke from entering the room. Call 911 and report that you are trapped. Be sure to give your street address, building name, and room number. If there is a window, signal to someone outside. Hang an object at the window, such as clothing or a towel, and shout to attract attention. Scenario 4. What should you do if you or your clothes catch on fire? Do not run. This gives the fire more oxygen to burn stronger. Instead, you guessed it, stop, drop, and roll. Rolling around on the floor smothers the fire. Use cool running water to lower the temperature of the burn and seek medical attention. This is the end of the